There are now 9,083 AI tools out there, and counting. I've been trying to document all the AI tools that exist into my database, and that means adding around like 80 to 140 AI tools every week. With so many AI tools out there, it's really easy to get overwhelmed and confused about which tools are even worth using. So out of these 9,083 tools, here are the free ones that I still use regularly today. And believe it or not, ChatGPT is not even on this list. Let's jump right in. Alright, let's start with research. If you need to do research and you need to add citations and references to your essay or article that you're writing, this is an awesome tool to use. It's called Perplexity, and you basically type in your topic and it would find references and citations for you. So, for example, let's do solar energy versus wind energy. And how cool is that? It gives you like a few of the main stats and results that it found, and then it cites you the references at the top here, which you can click into and view further. It even gives you like some charts and thumbnails that you can use. This is a really powerful tool, and it's especially useful because other chatbots like ChatGPT or Claude or Llama, they don't give you actual citations or references. This tool is completely free to use, so definitely my go-to tool for research. Alright, for an even more formal and academic tool for research, Elicit is my favorite free tool for that. It's basically a ChatGPT but trained on over 175 million research papers. You simply input a question and it would extract the data and summarize the points for you. So let's try searching. Alright, let's just choose the example it gives me. So how does iron supplementation affect anemia? Now I ain't the smartest guy in the world, so I have no idea what this means, but let's see what it gives us. Alright, and here we go. You can see it lists the exact research article with a summary of the abstract. Plus it also takes like the top 4 papers and gives you a summary on that. You can also add columns here, so right now it's just the abstract summary. We can also add intervention and outcomes measured. Plus you can filter by keywords, publish date, and the study type. Or you can sort by all of these conditions. This is just a super efficient way for you to do academic research, so definitely check it out. Again, this tool is called Elicit. Another cool tool that I like to use to consolidate information from other users is this platform called GigaBrain, and this basically searches Reddit for information. This is useful if you want to see what other people think, what are their experiences, which from a normal Google search you wouldn't be able to figure out. And since this is scraping from Reddit, it's more for informal research and just getting ground truthing on things. So let's try an example. Let's try what are the maintenance costs of a Tesla Model 3 and see what it gives us. How cool is that? So it consolidates all the information on Reddit and it kind of prioritizes it based on the number of upvotes. And then it summarizes it into this nice point form format, which you can go over. So what are the maintenance costs? Some owners reported minimal maintenance costs, and it cites the Reddit thread where it found this information. So you can click into it, and then here's where you find it. And then if you click view source, it actually takes you to the Reddit, like so. Pretty cool. So here's another Reddit that mentions brake fluid health check, AC maintenance, etc. This other owner mentioned spending this one on repairs with this many miles. So just a lot of information that you can easily consolidate based on what other users have said on Reddit. Again, GigaBrain, it's more for informal research and ground truthing, whereas Perplexity here is more for formal research. Okay, next up is Q&A and chatbots. If you need to ask a chatbot about something, most people just resort to ChatGPT, which is just fine. But as I said in the beginning of this video, I actually don't use the native ChatGPT interface anymore. There's a better option out there which I use regularly today. It's called Poe, and it's basically a compilation of all the major chatbots out there. You just need to sign up for free using a Google account or via email, And then once you're in, you can use all of these chatbots. So this includes like their own native assistant. There's a web search, which is powered by GPT 3.5, but it allows you to search on the web and get up-to-date information. There's also GPT-4, which has limited access. Sometimes it gives me like 1 message a day, sometimes it gives me 0. So it really depends. This one is for generating images, which I'll go through in a second. And then we have the famous Claude 2, which is great for creative writing. And then of course we have the usual ChatGPT here. We also have some other famous models. So here's Palm, which is created by Google, and then Llama, which is created by Meta. So the nice thing about Poe is depending on what you want to ask, you can find a specific chatbot that is best for that. So actually, let's test out a few. Let's test ChatGPT, Claude 2, with Google's Palm, and finally, Meta's Llama. So I'm actually going to split this into 4 windows here, and then we are going to input the same prompt on each one. So you can see the results it provides, and you can determine for yourself which bot is best for you. So we have ChatGPT in the top left, we have Google Palm in the top right, in the bottom left we have Claude, and then bottom right we have Meta's Llama. Let's start with a riddle and see which of these is smart enough to actually figure out the riddle. So the riddle is Hari's mom has 4 kids, 3 of them are named this. What is the name of the 4th kid? And the correct answer is Hari, of course. So let's see if they can actually answer this correctly. Wow, so ChatGPT got it correct. Hari is the name of the 4th child. Google Palm also got it correct. It didn't even explain it. It just told you the answer, Hari. So got a bit of an attitude here. Claude 2 is not smart enough to figure out. So there is no way to determine the name of the 4th kid. So this one got it wrong. And then Meta's Llama got it right as well. It's Hari. And then let's do an explanation prompt. So let's do explain quantum physics. Now, there's no right answer here. It's just to give you a sense of, well, how detailed each of these explains a complex topic like quantum physics. And you can determine for yourself which chatbot is best for this purpose. So here's the response of ChatGPT. It's a pretty detailed response. Here's Google Palm. Also not bad, but it's a bit short. I tend to notice that the responses of Google Palm are substantially shorter than ChatGPT. But of course, you can also get it to explain further or tell me more. And here's Claude 2. Claude 2 decided to give this to me in point form, which is interesting. And then Facebook's Llama in paragraph format. Also a lot of information similar to ChatGPT. All right, finally, let's give it a programming task. So give me a contact us page with a form using Next.js TSX. And then let's do the same here. So here's ChatGPT's response. It's pretty simple and generic, which I like. It's very minimalist. Google's Palm is more detailed. I don't like how it's forcing you to use Chakra UI. It's kind of forcing you to add all these other packages, which you don't necessarily need. Let's see what Claude gave us. So Claude's is pretty similar. It's the same thing as ChatGPT. And then this one is all right. So yeah, these 3 are pretty decent in terms of coding. So again, Poe is my go-to for anything Q&A. If I need to figure something out, if I just need to talk to a chatbot, there's just so many options that Poe offers, and it consolidates everything into one platform, so I don't need to go to multiple sources. Definitely check it out. Alright, let's talk about a few free AI tools that I still use today for data analysis and extraction. I'm a huge fan of this tool called Instant Data Scraper. It basically allows you to scrape data from any table on any page. It's a Chrome extension and you can download it and run it for free. So you can simply download this extension and you'll see a Pokeball in your extensions tab. Next, if you go to any page, let's say, for example, we want to scrape this table. Now you can see there's a lot of challenges on this table. Once you go down here, you need to click next and then keep clicking next until you go to page 107. So what you could do is like copy and paste everything on each page, but that's going to be a long and painful process. So what you can do instead is use Instant Data Scraper to scrape everything. So let me show you how this works. You can see once you open the extension, it already detected this table for you. Super cool. Now you can only see 25 results because that's the first page, but that is okay. We can locate the next button, which is here. So we click locate next button and then click this. You can see this button is now highlighted, so it knows to click this after it has reached the end of the page. If this web page isn't paginated and instead it's infinite scroll, you can also select this. And then this is how much time you want to wait after it clicks the next page before it starts scraping. So let's set this to like 3 seconds just to give the next page enough time to load. And then if this is not the table you want to scrape, you can also try another table. But for us, this is all we need to start crawling. So we can click this and you can see now it has crawled the next page. And now after 3 seconds, it's clicking next on the other page. And after 3 seconds, the next page, etc. And you can see it's compiling all of these results for you. How cool is that? Now there's like over 100 pages here, so I'm just gonna stop crawling, but you get the gist of it. But yeah, this is basically how it works, and you can easily export this into a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet, or you can just copy the data as is. Very efficient way for me to just scrape data off of any table on any web page. So again, this is Instant Data Scraper. The next free tool that I really love is this Google Workspace app called GPT for Sheets and Docs. And once you have it installed, open up any Google Sheet, and in the Extensions tab, you'll see this GPT for Sheets, and then click Enable GPT Functions. Once you've enabled it, you can do so many cool things with it. So for example, let's say you have a column of things that you want to write a tagline for, or a social media post, or whatever. You can simply type in GPT and then type in your prompt. So write a tagline for, and then you add in the cell, and it would use GPT to write a tagline for the cell. Now, if you drag this formula down, it's going to write a tagline for each of these cells. How cool is that? You can do even more with this. So you can easily translate cells. So this would just be GPT_translate. And then you select the cell you want to translate to, and then you type in the language. So let's try Spanish. And there you go. And if you drag this down, it would translate all of these into Spanish. Another thing you can do is extract data. So let's say we have a cell called Bob's email is bob@gmail.com, and then he lives on 321 Main Street. And let's copy the whole thing here. Let's say you want to extract his name, email, and address. So we'll create an extract column, and then we simply just use GPT to extract the data. So the first cell is your input, and the second cell is what you want to extract. So you want to extract the name from the statement. So you can see it correctly extracted his name, which is Bob. Let's see if it can extract the email and the address. And there you go. So this is a super efficient way to play around with data. Alright, next up is writing, and guess what? For writing, I also use Poe. Now, in terms of writing, I find that Claude 2 is best for creative writing, and then ChatGPT is better for formal writing. Let's test out both of these. So on the left, I have ChatGPT, on the right, I have Claude 2. You can see for yourself which one is best for you. Let's try to get it to write a poem. So our prompt is write a short poem on ice cream. Alright, for our next prompt, let's try this. Write an intro paragraph on how to maximize productivity in a work-from-home job. Alright, so here are two results. Again, there's no correct answer here. It really depends on which one is best for you based on your purpose. Now, in terms of paraphrasing and rewriting, I would also tend to use ChatGPT or Claude 2, but I'm also going to show you some other free tools you can use just for the purpose of paraphrasing. Let's try to paraphrase this paragraph. So for ChatGPT or Claude 2, usually I would just tell it to paraphrase this, and then I would give it more direction. For example, what tone do you want? Do you want formal, informal, professional, friendly, funny, etc.? We are going to use in a colloquial tone. You can add more to this prompt to really define the style you want it to output, but for this tutorial, we're just going to leave it like this. And then we simply paste in the paragraph here and click run. And we're also going to paste in the same prompt for Claude and click run. So here's ChatGPT's response, and here is Claude's response. Again, there's no correct answer. It really depends on what you prefer based on your task. If you don't want to use those chatbots I just mentioned, you can also use this free AI paraphrasing tool by Ahrefs. You don't need to sign up for an account to use this. So again, let's copy our paragraph here and then paste it in here. And then you can select the tone that you want. Let's select casual. And also note that the word limit here is around 300 words. So actually, let me copy the whole thing so you can see where it breaks off. So you can see I pasted this whole thing here, but it cuts off here. Over time, etc., etc. It cuts off here, but that's fine. You can paraphrase all of this first, and then continue on with the next section. It is an extra step, so it's less optimal. Let's click paraphrase. And there you go, here is the output. Now Ahrefs also offers a ton of other AI writing tools that you can use, such as an acronym generator, conclusion generator, summarizer, outline generator. Again, these are all free to use, you don't need to sign up, but for me, I actually prefer to just use a chatbot and tell it to write a conclusion, write an introduction, write an outline for me, etc. You don't need to click on each of these separately to generate your output. But yeah, this covers all the AI writing tools that I still use today. There are two AI tools that I use regularly for content creation, which includes like creating posters, promotional content, ads, social media posts, etc. The first one is Microsoft Designer. You simply need to log into your Microsoft account, which is free, and then you can access this. And it's super simple to use. You just type in a prompt and it would create these types of posts for you. So for example, let's try an Instagram post about my clothing store's Black Friday sale. And you can see it's generating some designs for me. And look at that. Just in a few seconds, it gave me all of these designs. How cool is that? If you hover over some of them, they even have animations like this one and this one. You can also select this and edit it further. So let's try to edit this one, and then we'll click Customize Design. And then I don't like the font of this, so I can select this and then change the font. Let's try this one. And let's say I want to change the color of this text to green, which looks horrible, but let's do it anyways. It's as simple as that. So yeah, Microsoft Designer, it's a really quick way for you to create designs just with a simple prompt. My other favorite tool for design and content creation is, of course, Canva. I've always been a super big fan of Canva because its UX is just so smooth and making content is just so easy. It's way easier than Photoshop, which I used before. Now, the AI-powered features I'm going to introduce here are part of this Magic Studio, which does require a paid plan. You could sign up for a 30-day free trial and cancel before you're forced to pay. But I just want to show you how cool this is. It's pretty much like Microsoft Designer, so there's a lot of different features you can use. Today I'm going to show you Magic Design. So let's try this. Let's click Try Magic Design. So let's do the same thing. An Instagram post about my clothing store's Black Friday sale. And you can see it also gives you like a million templates that you can use that are about Black Friday sales, but these aren't AI generated. And you can see from the crown here, you do need a paid plan to run these. But here are the ones that it has generated using AI. And then, of course, we can click on whichever one we want to use and edit it further. So let's select this one. So let's say I'm not actually offering 50% off. I can get rid of this. I can change the color to this color maybe, which looks horrible, but let's make this super ugly. And then for the font, let's use this one. So yeah, here's another way for you to generate content really quickly. Again, this Canva Magic Studio does require a paid plan, so if you would like a free version, just go with Microsoft Designer. Alright, first up is this tool called TextBlaze, which is a Chrome extension or a Windows app that you can download and use for free. They do have a paid version with higher limits, but the free version is generally good enough. So once you have it installed, and for me I have the Chrome extension installed, what this does is it creates keyboard shortcuts for you. So you can type in a predetermined snippet of text using a very short shortcut. So let's create a new snippet, for example. And then let's say I have a really long email that I constantly need to use. Well, instead of typing my email every time I sign in, what I can do is just set a shortcut for it. So this would be my email, let's say. That's just whatever I want to call this. And then the shortcut can be EM or something. So now when you log in, instead of typing your full email, you can just type /EM and then out spits your email. So if you didn't catch that, let me do it again. So /EM, and then it writes the full email for you. So you can see for me, I have like tons of shortcuts on different snippets of text that I use very often. Now, how is this related to AI? Here's how it works. When you're prompting in ChatGPT, for example, and let's say you want to write an email or a blog about something, every time you could go in and say, write a blog about XYZ, and then give it some more instructions on what to write about. This is very time consuming and you need to type a lot. What you could do instead is use these predetermined shortcuts on TextBlaze. I'll link to this page in the description below. You simply need to copy all of this to TextBlaze and it would show up in your snippets folder. For example, we're just going to do blog post, and you can see the shortcut is /blog post. You can even shorten it to just /blog if you wanted to. So how this works is when you're in Poe, instead of writing this whole prompt out, you can simply type in /blog, and then there would be a pop-up window where you can input the topic. The length should be, I don't know, like 200 words. Let's write a blog post about the US debt spiral. Tone should be professional. Sections of the piece should include 3 body paragraphs, and we simply insert this. So this is just a slightly quicker way for you to input long prompts when you're using chatbots like ChatGPT. Right, this next tool is my go-to AI tool for summarizing articles and web pages and YouTube videos. It's called ChatGPT Summarize and Chat. It's a Chrome extension. It's totally free to use. Once you install it, you can preset the prompt in the settings. So this is mine. You can put whatever you want, but for me, I like for it to summarize the content in short, concise point form, listed in bullet points. Explain it in non-technical terms. And then you would place the content of the web page here. Now let's say I'm doing research on this article and it's just so long, I don't want to read through everything. All I need to do is open that summarize extension, and then it would have this pop up here. and it would automatically summarize this article based on the prompt that I set in the settings. This also works with YouTube videos. Let's say I'm watching this is a video on AI news, but I don't want to watch through the whole video. You can also use this, and it's going to actually scrape the original transcript and then summarize it based on my prompt. And that's exactly what it did here. So again, this is ChatGPT Summarize and Chat, super useful and free tool for summarizing any articles or YouTube videos on the internet. Alright, so for image generation, the first tool that I like to use is Automatic 1111, which is a free open source interface which lets you create images using Stable Diffusion. You can download this locally and run it on your computer as long as you have a GPU. This is the most customizable, and it has so many extensions that you can use to really get that perfect image or even video using Stable Diffusion. There's a lot of settings here. If you want to learn more, check out this tutorial where it will go over most of those settings you need to know to get started. But for right now, I'm just going to show you a really simple text to image. So let's enter in this prompt. Cherry Blossom, Japan, Street View, 8K, Absurd Res, Ultra Realistic, Photorealistic. And then for the negative prompt, this is all the things we don't want. So cartoon, anime, blurry, low resolution. This is very simple. To really get a nice looking image, you should definitely polish this further, but we're just going to keep it simple for today. And then sampling method, let's go with SDE Keras. And then width and height, this is very customizable. So I'm going to do 800 by 512, and everything else we'll just leave it at the default, and I'll just show you what this looks like. Perfect, so there you have it, a street view of cherry blossoms. Let me generate one more for you so you can see some variation. And there you go. There's so much you can do with this. There's like image to image, there's upscaling, you can merge checkpoints together, you can even do face swaps or animations if you import the right extensions. So definitely, if you're serious about creating images or animations with Stable Diffusion, this is the interface to use. But if you don't have a GPU, if this is too complicated and you just want to make something quick online for free, the next tool I would recommend is CArt. You simply create a free account and then at the top here, click Generate. And once you do that, the first thing you need to do is to select a model which defines the style of your image. Let's search Real, and let's try this Real Max, and then currently this is portrait, so let's make it landscape, and then let's paste in the same cherry blossom prompt and see what we get. Very nice. So here's the first one, here's the second one. There you have it. This platform is called CArt. Now, if you're feeling lazy and you don't want to tweak so many settings in CArt or on Automatic 1111, there's this super easy and lazy way to generate images with just a single prompt. It's super simple. And again, this is going back to Poe and then selecting Stable Diffusion XL. How this works is you specify your positive prompt and then put --no, and then after that you add in your negative prompt. So let's try typing in our same prompt that we used before. So it's going to be Cherry Blossom, Japan, Street View, 8K, Absurd Res, Ultra Realistic, Photorealistic, but then we need to add in a negative prompt as well. So we add in --no, and then following that, this is all the things we don't want. So we don't want it to be a cartoon, anime, blurry, low resolution. All right, let's see what this gives us. And there you go. Here is a street view image of cherry blossoms. Let's generate one more so you can see the variation. Perfect. So yeah, this is a super lazy and easy way for you to generate images with just a single prompt, and it's totally free to use. Alright, next up is video generation. I'm going to introduce you two free tools that you can simply just write a prompt and it would spit out a video for you. It's super quick and the quality is the best out there. I'll also show you another tool which you can do more like YouTube or tutorial type of videos, where there's voiceover and there's subtitles and it auto selects the videos for you. But first off, the two text to video tools. The first one is called Pika. Now this is a Discord, so you'll need to have a Discord account and then accept the invite link. I'll paste this link in the description below. Once you're in the left column, go to any one of these generation rooms. Let's try generate 10. All right, this one is a bit crowded. Let's try all the other ones. All right, this one is less crowded, so let's go here. Now to create a video, simply type in /create and then your prompt. So let's do Darth Vader surfing on waves. And you can set the aspect ratio by typing in -AR. So we are going to set it to 16:9. All right, let's click enter, and then you can see that our job is being queued. So it's just going to take like 1 or 2 minutes. And here we go, let's play this. Wow, how cool is that? All right, so let me actually full screen this. Well, that's definitely Darth Vader surfing on waves. I don't know what this is here, so let's regenerate again, and maybe it would give us a better looking video. So simply click this to regenerate with the same prompt. Also note that your video will have a watermark here. This is currently in beta, so you can generate videos for free. They'll probably start charging money after a while, like what Midjourney did, but right now it's currently free to use, and videos are like the best quality I've seen for AI videos. Like everything is super coherent, and everything looks real. All right, here's another one. Wow, he's holding a lightsaber now, and surfing on waves. Another thing to note, there's a 3-second limit for all videos generated in Pika, and there's a watermark here. Another awesome tool for video generation is Zeroscope. I'm using version 2 here on Hugging Face Spaces, but this is totally free and open source, so you can duplicate this and run it locally on your computer. It's pretty much the same thing as Pika, so you simply need to enter a prompt and it would generate a video for you. So let's try again Darth Vader surfing on waves, and then click generate. All right, let's see what we get. Not bad, not bad. Again, same with Pika Labs, this is only 3 seconds maximum, but there's no watermark for this. And to download it, simply click this button here. Now, there are also a handful of other free AI video generators that I would highly recommend, so check out this video for more details on those. Alright, we've covered text to video generators. I also want to show you a way where you can generate an article or a blog on ChatGPT and then just plug it into a tool which can generate a video for you with a voiceover which auto selects scenes for you. And this is by far the best one. It's called Flicky, and they do have a free plan which only gives you 5 minutes of credit per month. Plus, it contains a watermark, so you can test it out first, see if it's right for you before paying for either the standard or the premium. So I'm going to log in first and then click on New File to create a new video. First of all, let's get ChatGPT to write a script. I'm going to use this prompt, but you can use whatever prompt you want. Write a long blog about the following topic, provide as much detail as possible, use simple English, use short and concise sentences. That's because this is going to be a voiceover script, so we should avoid using sentences that are too long. Also, let's say avoid point form, write only in paragraphs. Alright, and our topic is the science behind why you feel tired in the afternoon and how to maintain focus and productivity. Perfect, we can actually just copy and paste the whole thing here. Going back to Flicky, let's name our new video to, let's say, afternoon fatigue, and then click submit. And then you simply paste in the whole thing here. Each paragraph would be one scene, so this would be scene 1, because there's a space here, this would be scene 2, this would be scene 3. You'll see what I mean once I paste this in. Alright, how cool is that? So it pasted in everything, and then let's first of all change the aspect ratio to landscape, because let's say you're making a YouTube video, and then you can either play it scene by scene, or play the full video down here. So let's play the full video.
In the bustling rhythm of our daily lives, it's not uncommon to hit a slump in the afternoon. You know the feeling, your energy dwindles, and focus slips away.
So that's the first scene. Second scene, let's play this.
Firstly, blame your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm. Around 2 to 3 p.m., there's a natural dip in alertness.
So this is about your circadian rhythm, right? Your body's internal clock. So this video that it auto-selected is not too suitable, so that's fine. You can always pick your own videos. So simply click into it, and then let's type in clock, and then we can choose this one. And if you click play again, now this scene is replaced with the clock video.
Firstly, blame your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm. Around 2 to 3 p.m., there's a natural dip in alertness. It's not just temperature playing tricks. Lunch, surprisingly, is a major player. After a meal, the body diverts blood flow to aid digestion, causing a drop in energy levels. So that hearty lunch might be a double-edged sword.
All right, so this is a really quick way to generate a video from a blog or a script. You can also add some background music. You can change the voice from female to male. It's very customizable, so don't worry if the AI messes up in auto-generating something. You can always change it manually. And when you're done, simply click download and it would download the full video for you. So again, this tool is called Flicky. Alright, for AI audio tools, there are a few that I use for different purposes. There's one that I use to clean up poorly recorded audio, some other ones that I use for voice conversion and training voice models, and a few others which I use for generating beats or tracks or background music. So I'll go over each of those. The first one is called Adobe Speech Enhancer, and I use this to clean up poorly recorded audio. It's totally free to use, you just need to sign up for a free Adobe account. Once you're in, simply drag and drop the audio file that you want to convert over here. So I made a pretty poor recording from my phone. Let's drag and drop it into here and wait for it to upload. Alright, so I'm gonna play you the original audio first so you can hear what it sounds like. I deliberately recorded this on a phone with a lot of background noise, so you're gonna hear it's bad quality, there's a lot of echo, it's just poorly recorded. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. And now, here's the enhanced version. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. How cool is that? It instantly removed the reverb, it removed the background noise, it made it a lot clearer. And to download it, you simply click download. So again, this tool is called Adobe Speech Enhancer. Alright, next up, the tool that I use to do voice conversions or train my own voice models is this free open source tool called RVC, which you can download locally and run on your computer. So there's multiple functions you can do on this platform. For example, you can search for a voice model that someone has already created online. For example, let's do Mr. Beast, and then we can import it into RVC and turn my voice into Mr. Beast.
If you found this video helpful, remember to like, share, and destroy that subscribe button.
This also works for AI song covers. You can also do vocal and instrumental separation in this tab. Plus, you can also train your own voice model of any voice. You just need to import their audio samples, and it would create a model for you. I've done a full tutorial on how to use each of these settings here, so definitely check it out if you're new to RVC. Alright, the next tool is also free and open source, and you can run this locally. You don't even need a GPU for this, although a GPU would help speed things up. This tool is used for vocal or instrumental separation of a song. It's called Ultimate Vocal Remover or UVR. It's super simple to use. You just need to input the song that you want to isolate vocals or instrumentals from, and then choose the algorithm and then click run. I've already made a full tutorial on this where we play around with all the settings, so definitely check it out. Alright, if I want to generate a song or a track or some background music in just a few clicks, there are two tools that I use regularly. One is called Refusion, which is basically a stable diffusion that generates audio for you based on whatever prompt you give it. So we simply need to enter a prompt here. Let's actually click this random button and see what ideas it gives us. Alright, song for my dog. Let's try that actually. So we simply need to click riff and it would give us 3 ideas that we can use. Alright, let's see the first one, and you can see that it has lyrics as well, which is really cool.
A melody for my furry best friend, wagging tails till the very end.
Wow. Not bad. Not bad. And if you click on more, there's a few options for you. So you can save it as video, you can save just the audio, you can even split the stems, so split the vocals versus the instrumentals. Really cool. Let's hear the second one.
A melody for my furry best friend, wagging tails till the very
end. Alright, so this is more EDM. Let's hear the last one.
A melody for my furry best friend, wagging tails till the very end.
The guitar actually sounds super realistic. So that's it for Refusion. Definitely check it out. You're going to have a lot of fun with this. The next one is called Soundful. For the free plan, you're currently able to download 3 audio tracks per month. You can generate as many as you want, but you can only download 3 per month, which should be enough for you. It used to be more than that, but if not, you can always upgrade for higher limits. But Soundful is really good. It's the best quality for generating background music. So you simply click on a style that you like. Let's try Slap House. Alright, and let's say I don't want this style. Let's try Driving Techno. Alright, so let's say I want to generate a track like this. What we need to do is just click on this red button and then click Create Preview, and it would generate a completely unique track that doesn't exist before, based on the style that we just chose. If we are not satisfied with this, we can click Create New Preview to generate a new track again with the same style. Or if we are satisfied, we can just give it a name and then save it. So let's try like Driving 1. And then click Save. And then after you save it, just go to My Library and then click Get. And then this is where you can download it. Alright, this next tool is called Music Gen, and this is also a tool that I use often to generate audio samples or tracks. You can use it online in Hugging Face Spaces, which I'll link to in the description below, or you can download it to run locally. For us, let's try out some of the examples that it provides. So it's pretty simple to use. You just need to input a prompt and it would spit out the music. Now, note that it only generates 12 seconds of audio. So for longer durations, definitely check out the other tools I mentioned before. Alright, let's hear what it sounds like. Very nice, definitely sounds very chill and lo-fi. And to download it, simply click this button here. Let's try one more. Let's try 90s rock song with electric guitar and heavy drums. Alright, let's hear what this sounds like. Not bad. So there you have it. This tool is called Music Gen. Now keep in mind, these are only 3 tools that I personally use on a regular basis, but there's actually a lot more free audio generators out there. Check out this tutorial for more information on those tools, as well as how to use extra features here, like this upload audio section. Alright, next up is SEO. So if you're in digital marketing, you probably heard of Ahrefs or SEMrush, which are 2 of the biggest platforms for SEO, for organic marketing, and for competitor research. Now, these are super pricey. Like Ahrefs starts at $99 per month, and then SEMrush starts at $130 per month. Plus, there's limits on like how many keywords you can track, etc. But you know me, I'm dirt poor. I can't even pay my rent, so I'm a huge fan of free tools. So I found this AI tool called Search Alchemy, which is a free keyword research tool using AI. It's super cool and free to use. Let's enter in a keyword like standing desk and click submit. Alright, and then just after 2 minutes, you can see a lot of cool data. It suggests all of these keyword variations that you can use with the search volume, the keyword difficulty, the cost per click, it's just a lot of valuable data that normally you would need to pay over $100 per month to access. So just to actually show you a comparison, here's the free tool, Search Alchemy, and then on the left side, I actually pulled up a paid SEMrush account, and I also did the same thing. So I searched standing desk in this keyword magic tool, and here are the results. So you can see it's pretty much the same data. So they have volume, keyword difficulty, cost per click. SEMrush does have this in a nicer format, but you need to pay at least $130 per month. So here's just a really cool free AI tool that you can use for keyword research. And that is all. These are all the AI tools that I still use on a regular basis. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. Also, we built a site where you can search for all the AI tools out there. Check it out at ai-search.io.